Why is this game called Banished? Is the village you're helping to grow founded by the cast-offs of another greater village? Is this like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where you're given the dregs of society to start a civilization with? It would go a long way to explain why my villagers keep starving. It has nothing to do with my lack of expertise in managing my population, not at all. Banished certainly throws you in the deep end. You begin with pretty much everything that you can build right at your fingertips. As long as you have the manpower and resources, you can ignore housing and food sources and go ahead and build that tavern, with a cemetery right next door, because it will be quite useful before long. Even playing through the tutorials, the early game is quite overwhelming, and pretty much my time with the game was spent trying something to start off my village. If not working out, restarting and trying something else. The beginner's guides on Steam help a lot in learning little tips and tricks, like what food sources will provide the greatest yield, but survival, and that means making it past the first few years, is largely a lot of time spent in trial and error. One very unique aspect of the game is how population is controlled. Houses control population. If you need more people to fill the roles of jobs, you need to build more houses. There is a delicate balancing act, however. One of the purposes of a house is to provide a home for a family. You need to check the amount of children in your village, which the school is good for, and you can see how many are enrolled at any given time. If you end up building more houses while children are nearing adulthood, you'll find quite the increase in population, and that's when food shortages become a real problem. Like most strategy games, those that want to create a beautiful looking town with interconnecting roads are going to have a difficult time of it. As one of the must-have professions in your town is a forester, who chops down trees and plants new ones. Clear-cutting any section in your village is generally seen as a bad idea. Plus, hunting, gathering, and herbalism work much better in a forest environment. Roads help villagers get around quicker, but they are not a necessity. It's best to worry about what you need and not to be a town planner. But in my 4 hours with the game, only my final attempt did I feel like I had started to get the hang of things. I had created a population to fill all the jobs I had created. I had hunters and gatherers in the forest near my town filling the reserve with food, and a school was educating my children how to be better at their jobs. I didn't want to upset this balance, but I had to make decisions about how I wanted my village to grow. As I built some houses to boost my population so I could expand, I had forgotten to notice that I had about 6 children who were about to become adults. All of a sudden, I had a population influx within a matter of minutes. My food storage disappeared instantly, and my people started starving. If I were to persist, it's obvious I have a lot more to learn.